here it is, the totally anticipated part 2 of my Studio Ghibli ranking. I don't think I really need to do any more of an introduction, so let's just get right into it. Yeah, I'm sure everyone is surprised a film borderline about incest is this high, but I really like this movie. It proves, like as I said in the previous part, Goro Miyazaki can make a great film. He just needs a bit of help with it. It's pretty grounded for an animated film, but it explores some interesting themes of life after war, and it's just really good. Don't sleep on it. Whisper of the Heart was also pretty spectacular. It's an incredibly interesting story of finding identity through creation, and it's also a really solid romance film. Romance felt real, unlike a lot of films, and it does fall to a few tropes, but pretty much everything else about the movie makes up for that. It does take on some pretty common themes, but it covers them in such a unique way that it's just fun. I heard a few reviews of this movie saying it was dumb and boring, but I really have no idea what those people were talking about. This was such an interesting look at identity and self-reflection. The flashbacks didn't feel like the usual disjointed flashbacks. They all felt perfectly timed, and even minor scenes that have little purpose on the surface, like the pineapple scene, mean so much more in the grand scheme of things. I think it's just incredibly my thing. I'm not sure if this actually qualifies as a Studio Ghibli film, but oh well, I'm adding it. This film is a bit hard to read into because of the fact that it has no dialogue, but it's pretty simple to see that this is just a film about life, nature, and loneliness. We get to see the entire life of the man after he gets stranded. We get to see his love, family, struggles, and happy moments. Even without dialogue, it invokes so much emotion. Plus, it is incredible animation, but that could be said for any of Ghibli's films. I really don't know what to say for this one. It's just a really great story about mental health and understanding family. It's just really good, and I don't know what else to say about it. I feel like I put this movie way too low, because, goddamn, it's amazing. Miyazaki's films have always tackled some issues of war. This one just goes so much deeper into how Jiro Horikoshi's creations were used for destruction, even though he just loved planes. It's a dark, bittersweet film with one of the best romantic subplots possibly ever. Even for something that seems just like it would be made in live action today, being animated adds so much more life to it, and especially the dream sequences. It's just a spectacular film, one of Miyazaki's best. Despite not really tackling as deep of themes as Miyazaki's other films, My Neighbor Totoro is just amazing. I know everybody says it, but it truly does make you feel like a kid again. It's fun, cute, wonder-filled. I don't know what more to say that hasn't already been said. It seems like just a cute coming-of-age story about a young witch, but it means so much more. It's incredibly cute, yeah, and creative, but it also tells a deeper story of depression, a story about self-worth. And it's not an older character, it's in a young girl. Most people have depressive episodes at early points in their life, and when we try to figure out who we want to be. And this film perfectly reflects those ideas and proves that the best thing you can do in a situation like that is focus on the good things that you want to do and to be yourself. Also, that is perfect animation. The Grave of the Fireflies is just an absolutely heartbreaking story of war from a perspective not many war stories take. Seeing these young children suffer so much for no reason is just, it's unbearable. It's pretty much a perfect film, but I really don't think I could handle watching it again. I am very surprised I've not heard as many people talking about this as much as some of Ghibli's other movies because, my god, this movie was amazing. I know I've been saying that for a lot of the movies on this list, but this one is just really special. I don't even know where to start with it. Its animation was better than perfect. It added to the folktale aspect of its original story. Each frame truly did feel like an old Japanese painting. And as far as writing goes, I'd say it's Isao Takahata's best. It's a perfect story of love, identity, and responsibility. It may not be their best film, but it certainly is my favorite. I don't know what to say about this movie that hasn't already been said. Amazing animation, incredibly deep characters, and perfect handling of its themes. If you want a more in-depth review of the movie, check up on our review site. There's a link in my About page, and I'll put one in the description too. You could also check me out on Letterboxd. Of course, how can a Ghibli ranking video not end like this? Spirited Away is just perfect in so many ways. I also have a review on my site, but I'll briefly go over my thoughts here too. Spirited Away basically does everything perfectly. Its animation is perfect, its direction is perfect, its characters are perfect, its world building is perfect. Do I really have to go on? It explores so many ideas like life, death, love, identity, and it doesn't just brush over them. It goes into them equally deep. Anybody could see something different in the film and it would still make it a perfect film no matter what way you look at it. It's just a perfect movie, and I think that's my best way to end the review of it. So yeah, that's my Studio Ghibli ranking. If you haven't already watched all these movies, even Earwig and the Witch, do it. They're amazing, and I don't think there will ever be an animation studio that can create as magical of work as them. Not even Disney. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed these kinds of videos, and I may make more like this, but for now, I'll go back to my video essays. Thanks for watching.